Zambatarita, zabadoo-dee-da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright. Here we go. Hello, travelers of the internet. Welcome back to Guardian Studios. Or, if you are new to the channel, hey there and welcome to ya. My name is JGuardo1, and I am your host, your guide, and your humble bard into the world's virtual. And I am very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel, or, in the case of the newcomers, welcome you fresh to a Guardian Studios experience here on the YouTube channel. We are diving back into the world of Galabor, my friends, where we have some work to do. First off, I want to go ahead and plant some oak trees because we're going to need to chop some up for more oak logs. We need to start stockpiling as much stuff as we can, including, and in some ways especially, oak, because we're going to need that for a lot of stuff. There are two things we need to make sure we have a lot of if we can help it. Stone and wood. The more we have, the better off we're going to be, one way or another. So, gonna go ahead and plant a few oak saplings. There's still a forest over that way that I can break down if I ever need a massive amount in a hurry. Before the session's over, I may have to go over to the drowned farm and get myself a get the storage there built up so I can do some AFK time there. Since it is an XP farm as well as a copper and nautilus shell and trident farm, might as well make use of it. Though I'm thinking at first the storage on that one's just going to be a basic hopper and chest, like it all just gets dumped in there kind of thing, if that makes sense. Just a big storage silo of chests and hoppers. That's it. And later I'll improve it with filtering. We'll see. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out what I want to do. But for right now, we're actually going to go down to the iron layer and mine for stone. We're going to actually use our Silk Touch pick and mine stone and whatever else we can get our hands on. Does this one have? Yes, it does have efficiency 5. Good. For a second, I wasn't sure if it did or not. Hey there, Ellison. Good to see ya. Glad you can make it to the stream. How you doing? Doing all right? I hope so. I hope you're doing real good. Of course, I hope the same for anybody else watching, whether you're watching live or otherwise. Oh, that's right. This direction's got aquifers in the way. Not to mention is not far from where I've been before to get tons of iron. I'm actually going to go ahead and Silk Touch any ores that we find on our way. That's part of why I grabbed the silk pick, because I do want to get a stockpile of silk touched ore, so if I ever need it for some reason, whether it be decoration or to break it down for emergency ore, I can do so. Ah, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, you wouldn't catch me watching that. Hello, Teo! Hello, Teo Zoten. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back if you are, as I suspect, a returning viewer. What is your question? If I can answer it, I will do so. Particularly if it's a gaming-based question. Yes, yes I am. Yes I am, Teo. By the way, if I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly, feel free to let me know and I'll try to adjust my pronunciation. Just letting you know. Okay, is every direction gonna have aquifers on this side of the mine? Let's try over on this side. Ham! Hey, man! Good to see ya! Glad you can make it. Whoa! Adam! Hello, hello, hello! Wow, we got a bunch of people coming in. Hello, everybody! What's up? Oh, that makes me think of a meme kind of moment taken from a, from something that we really won't, talk about, but it's funny. It's funny. Not suitable for family-friendly stuff, though. No, that's not what I was referencing, Ham. Oh, it works correctly for me. It works correctly for me. Hey, Leo. Good to see ya. So, Teo, the only thing I can think is you may not have PlayStation Plus. Unfortunately, PlayStation has a deal. Nintendo has it too, but PlayStation has a deal where you have to get PS Plus to do online play. So, well, for most games anyway. So what might be happening is you may not have PlayStation Plus on your account. And if that's the case, then PlayStation's not going to let you do the online servers on PS4 Minecraft. Oh, you have Plus from a friend? Well, then I don't know, man. You might need to make sure your game is updated. The other possibility is that your game version is out of date, and you may have to update it. Because online servers do not work if you're out of date. If your version of the game is outdated, then they will not work for you. So, I would say that's the next thing you want to check. Make sure your game is fully up to date to the latest version. If it is, then you're good to go, and I have no idea why you wouldn't be able to play online in that case. If it is not, then there's your reason. Oh, then I have no idea, Teo. Oh, geez, Ham. Well, make sure you get yourself some time to rest, too, my dude. Studying is good, especially when you're enjoying it, but good grief, man. Make sure you get time to eat and sleep and all that. And stay hydrated. Yes, that is true, Adam. That is very true, Adam. There is a reason that Bedrock has gotten the nickname Bug Rock. I wish it didn't, but there's a good reason for it. It can be buggy sometimes. So yeah, Teo, I have no idea why you can't access the servers. My only other thought is maybe there's something going on with the machine's internet connection. Hey, depending on the subject, Ham, depending on the subject and how it's being presented to you, there are times where you can get into that kind of a groove. Where you're just on a roll with your reading or whatever it is you gotta do for studying, and you just keep on going. Let me just say that when you get into such a groove, make the most of it. Keep it going as long as you can. But don't try to force it if you're ever not feeling it. You get what I'm saying? Because the moment you try to force it, something like that is not going to work out anymore. But I've had occasions where I was studying something or trying to learn something, and for a bit I wouldn't be able to get it figured out. But then suddenly, something would click, and I'd be going to town on the subject. Yeah, I wish I could help you there, Teo. My connection to everything seems to be okay, as far as I know. I don't know for certain, but my connection to everything seems fine. Granted, I don't really do many servers these days. The only server I ever really got into doing was the Hive, and I haven't been on there in maybe even might be a year since I've been on the Hive, come to think of it. Hey, again, Ham, that's a good thing. If you get to a point where you can just lock in and really go to town with studying, then that's a good thing. Nice, Adam, nice. That's cool. Fascinating. Alright, since we're going to be trying to get as much stone as possible, I'm going to set up a chest here for it. Actually, I'm going to have a couple of chests for it, but we are going to keep mining for more stone for a while. Alright, Ham, hey, thanks for having dropped by, my dude. I appreciate it. I really and truly do, my friend. I hope you enjoy your studies. Ah. That's why I wasn't going this direction for most of the mining. I might try doing that at some point, Adam. If not for this area, then for another one that I'll be working in. Because I've got other base plans that I want to eventually give shape. Is this a surface? No, that is not a surface. There's the way to the surface. Well, I'm going back in here because I'm not looking to leave the caves right now. Well, that tunnel didn't work. Okay, so going this direction is not a great idea at this Y level. It just leads out into the ocean. Well, then let's go this way. I love mining with efficiency 5. It's so nice. Hey Ryan, good to see you, dude. Glad you can make it, man. Glad you could make it. Haha, another familiar name popping into the chat. Always a pleasure, my friend. Always a pleasure. And I say the same for everybody else, both the returning viewers and the new. It's always good to see your names in the chats. Well, that makes me happy. That someone is glad to be here, that makes me feel good. Really good. Nice! Nice, nice, nice. I hope you enjoy the ride. I hope you enjoy your time in London. There we go. Oh my gosh. Make sure you get some sleep, my dude. Don't want to be tired on a bus ride like that, if you can avoid it. Whoop! What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? More ore? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, dearie me. More ore for me. Yeah. Hi! Bye! Get out of here, spider. Have a rotten day. Come here. Come on up. Come on up. No, seriously. Let me show you what happens when you come up in my face, you stinking time bomb. As long as you play it safe, my man. I guess as long as you play it safe. Get knocked out. Taken down. Oh, hey, this is the name of this geode. Nice. Not that I need access to this one. I've got another one already marked down, so to speak. Ah, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Sounds like you got it covered then. Please excuse the silly fellow who knew not the precautions you take. I wonder, silly someone. Silly someone? Now look here. One more bit out of you, and you are walking to Nottingham. That was kind of fun. I wish I could do that kind of thing more often. Quotations from movies and such. I love doing that. Especially the ones done by good characters. Even more so when they had good actors. Providing voices for those good characters. There we go. Oh, still going back an hour today for you? I see. I see, says a blind man to a deaf gentleman. Bum 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 ba-dum Ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Come to me, little slimes. Come to me. Come and get your sword smacks. Sword snacks. You get to snack on the edge of a sword, my friends. Don't mind if it stings a little. That's completely normal. Am I weird? Yes. Do I care? Absolutely not. I'm just having fun. Taunting the slimes. Pesky little things. Ugh, diorite. Blech. Can't stand this stuff. The texture is just bad. Bad. So bad. And suddenly I'm thinking of the parody song Don't Mine at Night. How much I wish I knew that song well enough to sing it. Because that's actually a very fun song. I have no idea what that is, Adam. What is that? Wow. This is smooth. Smooth breakage. I love it. Ah, I see, I see. That makes sense. That makes sense. This is immensely satisfying. Charge! Sorry if that was loud. Charge! Oh, I hear the guy. There he is. Right into the water flow! We kind of had a little celebration for 4 years of Guardian Studios. Fired off fireworks from the dock around the Blue Rogue. That's the ship out in Hobbit's Cove. The one with the blue sword on the sail. Yeah, that's the Blue Rogue. Which is a gaming reference, for anybody who doesn't know of it. I would gladly tell you about it. Just not right this minute. So yeah, we ended up having a bunch of fireworks. I crafted a bunch of fireworks and fired them off, and it was actually really cool. We had a couple of different kinds. You know, I will say that Blue Rogue reference, I wish more people knew about the game that it comes from. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't know the game that well. But I would say that's only because it's never gotten... It doesn't have a port to the newest systems. If it did, people would know of it, and they would be over the moon about it, because it's a really, really good game. Like, I can't begin to tell you just how much time I would readily sink into a replay of that game. Especially in the event that it helped more people to know about the game and see that it's a good, fun game. The game in question has a really awesome story, really good characters, and the gameplay is actually really fun. It's one of the most fun RPGs I've ever played. Even to this day. I've played other RPGs. None of them are quite like it. There's never been another quite like it. I can't tell you how much I wish it had at least a spiritual sequel. Or failing that, a modern remake. Assuming that the remake would be true to the original in terms of the major story. It's definitely one of Sega's best games, though. Okay, hang on. What is going on with my seat here? There we go. That's better. It got a little unsituated. Well, nothing more on that row. Next one over. Mining away, oh I don't know what I won't find, but I'm mining anyway. And I'll be mining all night and day, mining away. I can understand that. I can definitely understand that, Adam. And there are some games where sometimes it's more fun to watch someone else play than to play them yourself. At least, that's how it's ended up being in my perspective. There are some that it's just a little more fun to watch someone else play them. Normally, though, those are the ones that it's hard to play them just flat out, and so you watch someone else play them who's already played them a bit and gotten really good at it, then it's really entertaining. And it's also entertaining when you see someone fail at it and get absolutely frustrated. Get out of here. Why Minecraft has bats, I will never properly understand. I mean, what is the point of them? They don't necessarily seem to have a point. Yep, there you go. There's a prime example. That is a prime example. There are just some games where it's more interesting to see other people play them because they've already gotten really good at the game, and so you get to see, okay, so this is how someone who's good at this makes it look. They make it look awesome. Another example of a game that I think is kind of like that, that's actually very simple. Smash Brothers. Sometimes it's more fun to watch someone who does actually do it competitively to some level play the game rather than be playing it yourself in the online side of things. Because sometimes you try to go and do the online mode of a game like that, and you're figuring, this'll be fun. I'll run into a few people that don't know what they're doing, and wrong. Nope. You either find the people that aspire to be pros, you find the people that are absolute sweats, and just probably gonna break their controller by the time they're done with you, because they are just blah, 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 blah on the buttons, or you get stuck with bad connection and you don't end up actually getting to play. But it's still impressive as all get out to see how good people can be with different characters in that game. And that's just one example of a simpler game that can get that way. But yeah, sometimes it's more fun to watch other people play games than it is to play them yourself. And I can respect people that prefer to watch rather than play. Because sometimes there's people that they appreciate the game, they like it, but they can't make heads or tails of how to play it themselves. And so they decide, you know what? I like the game. I'll stick to doing what I know how to do when I'm doing it myself. And then on the side, I'll watch these other people who know a lot more about it and do a lot more with it, and just enjoy watching them play. Watching them do the big stuff. Okay, this time we actually had something spawn in the tunnel. Get out of my tunnel. Get out of my tunnel. Get out of my way. Don't give me trouble. Not even on Monday. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that was going to happen. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. You know, another thing that comes to mind of things that it's more fun to watch than to play. In a lot of cases, I'd say speedrunning is more fun to watch than to do yourself. Some games, there's no real... Sometimes... I'm losing track of what I was going to say. Oh. If you're just going out for your own personal best time, then generally you're going to have fun. But if you're going out to get a best time out of a group, oh, buddy, that can get to be quite frustrating. And then it's more fun to watch. Not that I've ever had situations like that. I don't speedrun to compete. I speedrun for fun. Meh. That's stone. What am I doing putting that in there? That doesn't go in there. Stone goes over here. I'm trying to stockpile this stuff because I know I'm going to need it for different projects. Like one project I intend to do, a port town. I know I'm going to want to use stone bricks for part of it. And how do you make stone bricks? Well, you need 4 stone if you're going to craft it. The only thing I've ever tried to speedrun, quote unquote, speedrun, was Minecraft. I've tried to get a personal best time on this game several times, and I've never once been able to do it. Where you try to beat the game in one sitting, that's speedrunning. I've never managed to do it. Especially not in just one life. I tried to beat the game in one sitting without dying. Ho ho ho! The game decided it wants to be a pain in my neck. The game decides it wants to drive me crazy because I end up dying repeatedly. And you know where I end up suffering the most deaths? The stinking nether. This needs surprise no one. The nether is a stinky, fiery pit where hopes of speedrunning go to die. Hey, I can understand that. I have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun just mining and building stuff myself. So I respect that. 5 years before facing the Ender Dragon? My friend, I salute you. I absolutely love this game so much. I honestly have no proper criticism for this game. It's that fun. It is satisfying. It is challenging, depending on how you play it. And it is fun all around. And it's one of few games where you don't have to be like really good at it to make progress in it. And you can either do with or without any kind of PvP. Even if you're playing with other people. You don't have to do anything PvP. Me, personally, I am not really good at PvP stuff. In things with, like, mini-games, I might be okay. But actual PvP, no. Ahaha! Someone who understands. Methinks. Yeah. I've tried going up against other people in PvP on Minecraft, and I get obliterated. 9 times out of 10, I will be absolutely demolished within minutes. And that's if they're taking their time. That's if the opponent isn't, like, trying to doom rush. You know, trying to blitz through everybody. If they're not trying to blitz through everybody, they're trying to have fun with it. I'll last for a few minutes. But the moment they try to blitz their way through, oh my gosh. Generally speaking, I end up done within a minute. I'm not kidding when I say that one time I actually was playing a Bed Wars type minigame, which is basically the classic PvP of Minecraft, if you don't know about it. And I got absolutely obliterated within 2 minutes of the match starting. Amen to that. Amen to that, Adam. Same kind of perspective from me. I am willing to indulge in PvP with first-person shooter games, but I came to a solid conclusion that already not great at PvP in first-person shooters, I do not do well at PvP in Minecraft at all. So I generally try to avoid it. Don't get me wrong, every now and then I would indulge in a PvP minigame of some kind from like a server such as the Hive, but that's a time that's kind of come and gone. I don't do it anywhere near as much these days because of just how soundly I get my keister handed to me. That's a weird word, keister. It basically means the backside. Where did we come up with that word? Why did we come up with that word? Sometimes you just these kinds of questions sometimes just pop through my head as I'm speaking. And I don't understand why. Why? Why? Alright, do I have a chest up here that I can dump this into specifically for now? Right now I'm gonna store this stuff in here, in this chest. Eventually I plan on making it so that the room this one connects to, down below, will be able to receive all these items and have it automatically sorted, but I'm not in any hurry to have that set up right now. Now this is a room where I won't mind having a ton of copper golems running around. Which makes me very tempted to change these doorways here. So I can put iron doors in here to help keep copper golems contained in that space. But we'll see. Iron ingots. I should put those in the system. Yeah, there's some more copper and coal. Coal and copper, copper and coal. Sounds almost like a TV show. Copper and coal. Sounds like a cop show, kinda. Those used to be all the rage. Cop shows. We still have a few shows out there that do, like, the detective kind of thing. And I like those kinds of shows. I like that kind of stuff. Beep 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 beep. Ooh. That depends on who you are, Ellison. Oh, thank you, little dude. I forgot I had one of these guys up here collecting saplings for me. I wish I could give them an item that would make them just collect all the saplings. Give them an item that gives them a filter. And a set group of items that they can pick up. I have one set to pick up all the kinds of logs, one for all the kinds of saplings, and then one for all the kind of crops. Closest I get to watching a scary movie on the 31st is Casper. Casper, the friendly ghost. Hello, V-Gaming! Hello, V-Gaming! Welcome back to the channel. Pretty sure we've seen you before. So I'm assuming it's a welcome back. If I'm wrong, let me know. Either way, good to see you. Good to have you on the channel. Good to have you in the stream. I've got a lot of stuff scattered all over this base. At some point, one base is going to have a mass storage system where I just dump everything into a bank of chests that fuel a copper chest that start a chain of copper chest, copper golem based sorting mechanisms. And just label the opposite side from the copper golems with item frames and the items that are in those chests. Ah, yapper. Alrighty, alrighty. Hey, that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with people that yap. Yapping, yapping, yapping. I'm good with that. Admittedly, I'm the sort of person who get me on a topic that I enjoy, and I will not stop talking unless I see you are getting irritated. So fair warning, people. Get me on the right gaming topic, and I will never shut up. Sorry about the weird voice. That was just a moment of... I decided to do it. There was a moment of whim. Let's stick these inside. We should probably do a harvest of our crops. I think we could do with a harvest. Yeah, I have a feeling you're probably right there, Adam. It does seem like copper golems are good for stackables, and non-stackables are not so great. But I think that might just depend on the item. I don't know. One thing I do know about them is you can't use them in the gold farm that I recently built on the channel. Not in the way that I was trying to use them anyway. You gotta give them enough space to move around. And you can't have items be constantly pulled from where they're putting items in. Otherwise, it doesn't necessarily work. Or at least it didn't seem to for me. Oh, nice! I think. Is that a good thing? Is that a good thing, V? Exactly. They're too slow. They're slow. And so they have a hard time keeping up with the stuff. Put that away. Put that away. Move you over. Put that there. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh, crud. I have a second row of carrots over here. That's not supposed to be the case. I messed up during my last harvest and replanting of these crops. Whoops. My bad. Though, to be fair, I do favors trading carrots for emeralds rather than using potatoes. Well, that's what you enjoy, Ellison. I guess if that's what you enjoy, that's what you do. Now, something that I enjoy doing for the 31st is playing a game that you guys may know the series it's from at this point, but some of you may have never played the original game. It is a very enjoyable game, though, depending on how you play it. Luigi's Mansion. Oh, how I wish I could play that game for the channel. I would love to play that game for the channel. It would be so much fun. It'd be satisfying to play that game for the channel. Show you guys where Luigi got his first starring role in a game, where the Luigi's Mansion series that people now very much enjoy got started. And if I'm not playing that, then, like I said, I watch one movie, Casper. It's the closest I will get to anything truly spooky. Man, that is a lot of crops. Ugh. If you're asking how I'm doing, V, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I've had a pretty good day today, and I'm having a pretty good evening so far. Although I'm definitely going to have to repair all my tools in the game at some point very soon. Because, a lot of them are getting very close to being broken. Not good. My fortune pick is doing good, though. Pardon me. At some point, I've got to make more pickaxes. More pickaxes, regular axes, shovels, and probably swords, because I'm gonna need... I definitely need to get a sharpness sword at some point. Let's see, I got a full chest of stone. The new what, Adam? Brush? Do you mean the copper brush thing that's been around for a little while? I'm confused. What does that have to do with crops? Hang on. Now you've got me wondering. Oh. Funny. Funny. That's not a thing. That's not a thing in the game. Is it? Crud, now you got me wondering if there's something that is in the game that I haven't actually heard about. Well, if it is in the game, then I'm gonna find out for sure. If it's not in the game, then you guys get a moment to laugh at me. Either way, you guys win. And you know what? I'm okay with that. How do you craft it? It's got to be in the big crafting table. Yep. As far as I know, this is only meant for suspicious sand and gravel. It's not meant for anything else. Come at me, dude. Come at me, Mr. Enderman. Come on. Give me your best shot. He's not gonna come back. I'm pretty sure this was just a joke on Adam's part, in which case it's funny. It is. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything. This is for suspicious snow, suspicious sand, and suspicious gravel. It was kind of funny though. That was funny. I give you that. That was a good try to pull the wool over my eyes. So I thank you for that. That was funny. All right. What's in here? Ah, stuff. That's what's in there, is a little bit of stuff. Yeah, I think before I do much else, I'm gonna have to get my tools repaired. My silk pick needs fixing, and in particular, my diamond hoe needs a repair, because that thing is Thing is below half health. That's not good. When my tools get below half durability, I generally try to get them to an XP farm for repairs. I need to go ahead and do that, I think. Which does mean I need to expand the storage on the drowned farm. Because that thing is going to get a lot of use. I'm going to make a lot of use of that farm. So let's go get ourselves some iron back out of the system. And we'll take care of that. Actually, wait. I think I got iron up on the surface, outside of the hobbit hole. Yep, that's what I thought. I've got iron. And I've got a couple of chests in here, but that's not going to be nearly enough storage. I generally end up going AFK for an hour at a time. I need more storage than just one pair of chests. One double chest is not going to be enough. So let's put this up here. Blop. Put this up here. Blop. Craft all the chests we can. We'll make a handful of hoppers. That should do. I'll put the iron back. I'm not going to compact it right this minute. These feathers out of my inventory. Grab a boat. Let's go work on the storage. Let's go work on the storage at the drowned farm. Which is technically the best equivalent to a copper farm that you can get. If there was a villager-powered way of getting copper, or a way to get copper without having to either mine it or deal with drowned for it, I would rather do that, but there is no such method. Just look at it. It is a thing of strange beauty. It's beautiful in that it works. More than anything. Going up. Whee! I love it. Hey, let me out! Let me out! Why can't I get out? There we go. That was weird, it wouldn't let me out. Why is that just sitting there? There we go, now it's going down. Alright, so for the initial storage, we're just gonna do something like that. And then everything's gonna end up coming into here. 1, 2, 3, 4 double chests worth of storage. You would think that'd be enough, but I say we should have more than that. And eventually we will. Yeah, I will say that the easiest way to do the getting of the loot, in order to get the most out of your farm, you do have to use a trident killer and have a looting sword. Looting actually makes a big difference, believe it or not. It really does. Try to get as far away from this thing as I can for a second so I can speak, because that is going to do it for this session, everybody. If I had more to do, I would keep doing more, but I don't really have more to do right now, so that's going to do it for the session. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, please be sure to let me know by leaving a like and a comment, subscribing if you haven't already done so, checking out the About page for links to other pages with more content from yours truly and more ways to support the channel. Share the channel with your friends and think that they might enjoy the content too. And of course, do not forget to turn on notifications by giving that notification bell a good old smack. Like that. And with that all being said, thank you once again for watching. I am JGuard01, your guide, your bard, and your humble host into the world's virtual. And I'll see you all next time, right here on Guardian Studios. Bye!